it is 9 p.m. in RTD's time to English New Edition. For tonight headlines we have Djibouti celebrates the leadership of its president and the elections of Mahmoud as a head of the African Union Commission. Abbas reiterates rejections of any displacement of the Palestinian people from their land. Welcome to our newsroom. The President of the Republic and President of the Commission returned to the capital. This is a historic consecration. Djibouti has written a new page in its diplomatic history. Today, the President of the Republic, Ismail Omar Guelleh, accompanied by Mahmoud Ali Yusuf, who had just been appointed head of the African Union Commission, returned to the capital, welcomed in triumph with a jubilant crowd.
Djibouti has written a new page in its diplomatic history. Today, the President of the Republic, Ismail Omar Guelleh, accompanied by Mahmoud Ali Yusuf, just appointed head of the African Union Commission, returned to the capital, welcomed in triumph by a jubilant nation. It was a solemn moment. On the tarmac, a guard of honor stood in exemplary discipline, while the first notice of the national anthem resounded with unprecedented intensity. The symbolism was powerful. Each drumbeat, each round of applause sealed a new era, one in which Djibouti is no longer a discrete player, but a leading voice in the African diplomacy. While the emotion was palpable on the president's face, it also reflected the pride of a methodical and patient journey that is now leading to continental recognition. Indeed, behind this appointment, there are years of strategic positioning, alliance woven with fairness and diplomacy based on stability and mediation. Mahmoud Ali Yusuf, a key figure in Djibouti's diplomatic system for the past 2 decades, is the embodiment of this upward trajectory that has enabled his country to rise to the top of African decision-making. His appearance before the officials and citizens who had turned out en masse was the high point of a ceremony. Loud applause greeted his exemplary career, while enthusiastic chants reminded us that it was not just one man who had acceded to the highest office of the African Union, but an entire nation that was consolidating its diplomatic stature. In the excitement of this welcome, the President of the Republic made his way toward the folk groups who had waited to leave their indelible cultural mark on the day. To the rhythms of percussion and traditional dances, Djibouti celebrated not only a political victory, but also the inseparable union between modernity and tradition, between national roots and continental ambitions.
محمود علي يوسف محمود علي يوسف قول ما حدي يقول يرح وقدني يقول يرح وانقب ينا يقول يرح محمود علي يوسف قول ما حدي يقول يرح وقدني يقول يرح وانقب ينا يقول يرح تحية قراني يقول يرح ناقو قروياني يقول يرح وش غركنو يقول يرح منطقو قالي يقول يرح دحل قلوياني يقول يرح قرية تاريخا وانقب ينا يقول يرح تحية قراني يقول يرح ناقو قروياني يقول يرح وش غركنو يقول يرح منطقو قالي يقول يرح دحل قلوياني يقول يرح قرية تاريخا.
The departure of the procession from the airport to the People's Palace welcomed in triumph with a jubilant nation as the procession set off towards the People's Palace. Listen for more details.
Welcomed with great joy by a nation in celebration, the procession headed toward the People's Palace. Beyond the walls of Djibouti's Hambouli International Airport, a moving scene stretched along the main road. As soon as they stepped out, the President of the Republic and Mahmoud Ali Yusuf were greeted by a huge crowd that had gathered spontaneously to celebrate this historic event. Thousands of Djiboutians of all ages and from all regions of the country had come together to honor a moment that goes far beyond national borders. The streets were filled with tricolored flags, waving in the wind, symbolizing collective pride. Hands reached out throughout the official procession, waving these national emblems with enthusiasm. Entire families sang the national anthem, and children held up signs with messages of support and hope. Each face reflected genuine joy, the joy of a united people standing behind its leaders and proud to see the country shine on the international scene. This diverse crowd, made up of men, women, and young people, formed a lively mosaic of our cultural diversity. The elders, who remembered the time when this accomplishment was still a dream, walked alongside the younger generations who firmly believe in a prosperous future for Djibouti. Everyone had come to mark this day as a milestone in our story. The procession moved slowly, allowing citizens to savor every moment of this popular celebration. The loud cheers, sometimes accompanied by traditional songs, created an electrifying atmosphere. This expression of joy were not just about happiness, but were also a sign of trust in the leaders who, through their dedication, have taken Djibouti to unprecedented heights. Then, with a gesture that marked the solemnity of the moment, the official procession started headed toward the People's Palace. There, a large crowd had gathered to honor a journey that goes beyond the individual and represent the spirit of a nation. What Djibouti celebrates today is its ability to establish itself as a respected mediator in a rapidly changing Africa. Today, with Mahmoud Ali Yusuf at the head of the African Union Commission, Djibouti affirms its role as a key player in continental affairs, upholding universal values like peace, stability, and development. Mahmoud Ali Yusuf's appointment is not the end, but rather the beginning of something new.
After the arrivals of the processions at the People's Palace, they welcome meeting with the populations after a triumphant procession through the streets of the capital, where thousands of Djiboutians had converged to celebrate this historic moment. The President of the Republic, accompanied by Mahmoud Ali Yusuf, finally reached the People's Palace, this emblematic building, witness to the greatest moments of our national history. Today hosted a scene that will transcend the generations. When they arrived, an electric atmosphere already reigns on this planet. The First Lady Khadra Mahmoud Haid, radiant with a pride shared by all the people who was present, to warmly welcome the President of the Republic, the mentor, and his protected. At her side stood the entire political class of the country, uniting their voice on this memorable day when Djibouti rose even higher on the African scene. This massive presence of national authorities symbolized the unity of our country behind its leaders, a solidarity that echoed the founding values of our independence. The President of the Republic and Mahmoud Ali Yusuf, now bearers of a continental destiny, then advanced towards the esplanade, where a huge crowd who had come from all corners of the territory was impatiently waiting for them, faces lit up with joy, resounding songs, loud cheers, each drum beat, each musical note seemed to tell the story of a people. The President of the African Union Commission, Mahmoud Ali Yusuf, has said that first of all, I would like to thank God the Almighty who allowed us to take part in these elections and granted us victory. I would like to express my sincere thanks to the President of the Republic who greatly encouraged, trained, and supervised me for 25 years. His advice gave me the confidence to move forward and achieve this success. I also thank the Prime Minister and members of the government for their unwavering support and the hard work they have done to ensure the victory. I would also like to pay tribute to my dear wife, Faiza Abdallah Farah. Thanks to God, we have won these elections. God wanted Mahmoud Ali Yusuf to be elected as stated by the new chairpersons of the African Union Commission. I would like to express my gratitude to the Djiboutian people for their unwavering support, and I reiterate my determination to work for the development of our continent. This mission is an immense responsibility. I have to serve 55 countries, an area of 30 million kilometers square, and a population estimated at 1,400,000,000 inhabitants. You understand the weight of the work and the responsibility that have been entrusted to me, as well as the importance of this position, not only for our country, the Horn of Africa, but also for Africa in general. The head of state, His Excellency Ismail Omar Guelleh, today said that today is an exceptional day, a day when our people united as one celebrate a victory that goes beyond our borders and even those of our continent. We bring this victory back to our native land as a beacon of pride, a shining symbol of our commitment and determination. I said loud, clear, this success in yours, that of every citizen from Musa'ali to Lu'ada, of every Djiboutian who believed, hope, and prayed. It is a victory that we owe above all to the Almighty, to His wisdoms, and to His benevolence, who guided us on this pace. Today we return to our motherland, our arms laden with immense honor. This triumph is not only that of Djibouti, it is also that of Africa. It is the fruit of our collective efforts, of the hard work, patience, and vision that we have carried for the future of our continent. As Djiboutians, we have always had the missions at heart to elevate Africa, to share our wisdoms and experience with our brothers on the continent. We have chosen unity, solidarity, and greatness, and today our commitment is recognized and celebrated well beyond our borders, our borders, well beyond our borders. You are here under this burning sun, witnesses to the victory, bearers to the national pride. You are the soul and strength of this nation, and your presence here proves the importance you attach to this new page that we are writing together in our history. Beside me today stands the man who presented to the rest of the continent the pearl whose merit we praised, the man of knowledge and light. We highlighted his wisdom, his pity, and his experience, and Africa added to this choice. Our African brothers saw in him a vision, an ability to meet the major challenges of our times, a force to guide not only Djibouti but the entire continent towards a future of prosperity and greatness. But the work has only just begun. A great challenge awaits us, and we must meet it together. We must prove to the world that we are capable of carrying Africa on our shoulders, that we have the strength, resilience, and determination of a continent that refuses to be a spectator of its own destiny. I know that you are ready. You are driven by the same energy, the same ambitions, the same thirst for excellence. So let us move forward together for Djibouti, for Africa, for the future. Long life the Republic, long life our nations, long life our youth.
Dhalinteenu ha noolaato, dadkeennu dhammaantii ha noolaadaan. Waxaan jeclahay inaad ka dhagaysataan ninka aan caleema saarnay annagu ee la tagnay xerada iyo banka, aan la tagnay meedaanka kubadda lagu ciyaarayo, maahina dalka mustaqbalkiisa dadka lagu hogaaminayo iyo waxaan barnaamij ku hogaaminayno annaguba in ma garanaysaa annaguna aanu igmanay Mahmoud Ali Yusuf baa la yidhaahdaa.
On behalf, the messages of congratulations arrived on behalf of the peoples of the government of the Federal Republic of Somalia. President Hassan Sheikh Mahmoud congratulates Mahmoud Ali Yusuf on his elections as a chairperson of the African Union Commission. Somalia looked forward to working closely with the new president to advance the shared goals of peace, security and development across the continent. The president also expressed his gratitude to the outgoing president Musa Faki Mohammed for his dedicated leadership and support for the African Union, recognizing its essential role in promoting unity, stability and progress for the peoples of Africa. Ugas Mustafa Muhammad Ibrahim expressed his warmest congratulations on the historic victory won by the government and peoples of Djibouti on the African scene through the overwhelming elections of His Excellency Mahmoud Ali Yusuf, Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Djibouti, as a chairperson of the African Union Commission. And he stressed that this election is to strategically demonstrate the high level of maturity of the government and people of Djibouti, as well as their ability to play an active and influential role in guiding the policy of the African continent. According to him, this success is highlighted the leadership and wisdom's role exercised by His Excellency the President Ismail Omar Guelleh in preserving peace and unity on the African continent, a commitment which, according to him, had greatly contributed to this deserved victory. For the international scene, Mahmoud Abbas reiterates rejections of any displacement of the Palestinian people from their land in a telephone conversation with Macron.
Authority President Mahmoud Abbas has consistently opposed the displacement of Palestinians from their land, emphasizing their rights to live in their homeland. This rejection is rooted in the long-standing stance of the Palestinian leadership against any policy or action that could lead to the forced removal or resettlement of Palestinians, particularly in the context of Israel's settlement and occupation. Abbas has reiterated this position in numerous speeches, affirming that the Palestinians' rights to self-determination and sovereignty is not negotiable and that no plan or agreement should infringe on their rights to remain on their land. Abbas's statements align with the broader Palestinian narrative, which views the displacement of Palestinians as a central issue tied to the historical injustice of the Nakba and subsequent displacement over the decades.
And this is it for the news. Thanks for watching us. Have a good evening.